All right, this post right here is definitely for man of the woods. I told you how to make you a post about the LBL and what I know to be true from the horse's mouth, or and some of the things that I've learned. So I'm a moderator for Bigfoot Believers and Other Creatures on Facebook. It's a group by Daryl Denton. It's a private group. Name says all. We post everything from paranormal to UFOs to cryptids. So, and a bunch of guys in the group are go to the LBL. Probably know some of them. Daryl Denton, Morton Groves, they're friends of mine. They've been in the group. Well, along with Ron Moorhead and just the who's who, MK Davis, and I follow each other on Facebook. But anyway, I digress. So Jerry Klein, if you hadn't heard Jerry Klein, if you or know who Jerry Klein is, just go to YouTube and look up Jerry Klein 911 call. He gets trapped in a camper trailer. I think he was in Colorado. Wherever he's at, he was doing some gold mining, and he was kind of trying to struggle to get by. And a friend of his gave him a toy hauler, RV, or pull behind, and he modified it and was going to put some windows in it and stuff, and he took it down the river there where he was staying, and worked on it. And while he was there, he started habituating these two Bigfoot. Well, as it goes, that's never a good idea. So he stopped feeding them because they were getting really aggressive. Well, you know how it goes. They come up to his camper one night while he was asleep. He'd been drinking, and he had went to sleep. He's in deep sleep, but they woke him up, rocking his trailer back and forth. And it's on the 911 call, man. If you ain't never heard Jerry Klein's 911 call, it's amazing. But anyway, so after that, he got out of Bigfoot, started going down to the LBL, but he was always interested in cryptids. So he found a guy that was on the scene during the LBL massacre. The guy was a DNR officer. His name was Bob Elkins. And Jerry tells Duke Sullivan on World Bigfoot Radio on YouTube that I heard him tell the story that he had messaged this Bob Elkins, and he lived right outside the LBL, right outside of one of the gates in a house there, and told him, about what happened after the massacre, how the army had brought the army in, closed down the LBL, found this creature, and it was a gugway, not a Bigfoot, not a dog man, but a gugway, which makes all kind of sense because the camper that the poor family was slaughtered in had claw marks that almost took out the whole side of the wall of the door of the camper. A hand that was just huge with huge claws on it, which is a gugway, not a Bigfoot or not a dog man, just a giant walking slaughterhouse. Actually, is what they are. But anyway, so that's what mutilated the family and butchered them, slaughtered them. But the army, he said he brought the army in there. They dispatched the thing and went on a hunt and found it and dispatched it and carried it away on a 2-ton, army truck. But anyway, so Jerry Klein is emailing this guy back and forth, for about 6 years because he was swore to. They signed a do not disclosure, of course, with the army there and everything, and DNR officers did and everything. So he never did say anything about it, but he got sick with terminal cancer, and he finally told Jerry what happened. Now I don't see why Jerry Klein. I just don't see him coming on here and giving all that information and all that details that he was giving about everything, because there's a lot more to it than that, without it being true. I don't care what anybody says. There's a difference from somebody telling you something. You can tell if it's a fantasy, or they're making it up as they go, or you know, if it really happened to them. And when he was telling Duke Sullivan, Duke was grilling him just because he was interested. You know, when he said Gugway, you know, that's Duke Sullivan part right up, and he was asking question after question. And some things Jerry knew, some things he didn't, some things they were discussing how you find the information. But anyway, brother, I try to man my word, try to keep my promises. I told you I'd make a video for you and enlighten you about what I knew about the LBL and the LBL massacre. Oh, y'all be careful out there if you're investigating. And I'm Holland Frank. I'm Darren Franks. Wafer Franks on Facebook. Y'all join our group, Bigfoot Believers and Other Creatures on Facebook. Private group. We don't allow any bullying, any ridicule. We got premium moderation, safe place to either share your experiences or find out information from really people that's boots on the ground researchers. All right. Have a great day. I'm out. I'm out.